Welcome back to Lean the Blind. Last episode was weird.
Shirt.
Yeah.
That was...
That is also considered Kyoko's official execution.
Okay, so...
She doesn't have another one.
Okay, so I just said execution. Alright, let it go. I've made my decision. I have to believe in Kyoko. Someone should kill someone. I might reload the other one later to see how many went away. That's be some secret here. Something that has to do with
I think it says you can't run away now or something like that. Because I think I clicked it because I was like, I wonder what happens, and it just was like, fuck you now.
That was definitely like the interesting.
Yeah.
That's something. Honestly, just because it was interesting seeing like Byakuya smile and happy.
But yeah,
can I say
that's
something?
why it's considered the bad ending, because it ends the game.
Can I say something kind of funny?
Sort
is
of.
the fact is I thought it was funny that Byakuya had a when he was holding the picture, I thought he was wearing a shirt with Toko's face on it. Wow, this place really does have everything. There's some secret here. Something that has to do with the mastermind trap that Kyoko mentioned.
Does no one have a rebuttal?
It's both kind of interesting, but also kind of haunting
Have you
the way it
decided
is.
to accept your assertion as fact?
Mostly because I have to share most of the idea of Hina having all our kids.
I see.
Yeah.
So you
I
still
feel sorry for
refuse
her
to
the
accept
most.
it. I suppose we have to admit that Kyoko didn't put the locker key in her room. That it was someone else.
But who else could it have been?
I mean, Byakuya had a room key, right?
So now I have to get back to this case. So I'm still assuming the body still
Of
seems to be
course, I have
Junko.
an alibi. From nighttime on, I was with you guys the entire time. I
Thank
couldn't
God.
possibly have killed anyone, or
So-
put the key in Kyoko's room.
So I think this is part of the trap. I do think it's Monokuma, and I think he wants us to believe it was Kyoko, and that's why he
Someone
let us
had to
fail.
put the key in
He
there.
would let us fail, I should say, in the bad ending.
There's only one other possibility I can think of. Someone could have had the key on them, then once they arrived at the scene, pretended to find it there.
Ah, god damn it.
It had to be Makoto, right?
I don't see any other option.
Wait a second. You've got it all wrong.
I'm still thinking about that other thing.
Let's
Huh?
think about it one more time. There's gotta be a hidden side to this case.
Huh? A hidden side?
First of all, there's something off about this entire trial. You all see it, don't you?
Oh, the bears.
Mukuro,
Oh,
who
you
we
guys are
didn't
wrong.
even know existed, suddenly shows up dead. And then we're thrown into a trial. And Kyoko even said, it's a trap the mastermind set for us. So that's why this has to be...
Okay, time's up!
Oh, so there's always time up here.
Time's up! Class trials all over! Everyone
He doesn't
can
want
stop
us to know it's
talking
him.
now.
What?
You little son of a bitch,
Time's up?
bear. Oh, that's a
What do you mean
terrible
time's
face.
up? There's no time's up. Since when have we...
That's the exact same line Makoto said last
So
time.
we had to push back the start time. So then, it's time for voting time, okay? Everyone, please vote using the lever in front of you!
Voting time?
Yeah, I get it. I didn't do great. Please still give me an A. Thank you. Not gonna get as many coins this time. Yep, only 96.
Now, who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right
This-
choice or
this
the
is an odd end to the
dreadfully
trial.
wrong one? Hey, hold on! What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Wait, so... Oh no. I hope everyone caught on to what I caught on to. Oh no! I've been framed! What? You think I'm the killer? Sorry, man.
Sorry.
Yeah. Sorry. It's all your fault.
Everyone, you're wrong. You're all wrong. I didn't do it.
Indeed.
Good job, everyone.
Good job?
Yeah, they got it right.
No, I know that's not true. None of this makes any sense. This whole trial doesn't make any sense.
It makes perfect sense. It's the same as always. It's just like all the other class trials, and I'm gonna end it in the same way.
Chills, kills!
It's time for your heart-pounding, positively thrilling punishment.
Wait, why do I... Kyoko?
Don't expect you to forgive me. I know this is all my fault.
Kyoko?
Let's give it everything we've got.
Wait.
It's punishment time.
Wait, did I fuck up?
No. I know it feels like you fucked up, but you didn't fuck up.
Is this actually supposed to happen?
Yeah.
Makoto's going to get executed?
Yeah.
What?
Hi.
Wait, what?
Hi.
Hold the fuck up.
Hey.
You ever get that feeling of deja vu?
Yeah, I was gonna say, I was literally about to say, hey, does this look familiar to you? Yeah, Makoto and Kyoko are the only two characters in the entire series of Danganronpa who share the same execution.
That explains why it didn't really feel fitting to her. It was Makoto's execution.
Mm-hmm.
But also, what the fuck? So this is what canonically happens.
Yes.
I have so many questions.
Yes.
So this definitely confirms my theory. So that Monokuma did it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
this,
he did.
because no matter who we labeled as the black, and they would have gotten executed.
Yes.
That son of a bitch.
But the only choice was between you and Kyoko. It's basically a choice of, do you trust someone who's helped you with your entire investigation but not really done much else? Or do you protect your own skin?
Wow. Holy shit. This is not what I was expecting. Alter ego. Bad bro! Holy shit! Oh, there I go. Oh, the bear sweating.
Hi.
So, okay, I was so confused. I was like, are we gonna play the last chapter as Kyoko? Which I was kind of looking forward to. Uh-huh.
Oh, what? Who's there? What's this? What's going on? Hey, was that?
Yeah, it had to be.
This is
Alter ego. Alter ego.
Is this some stupid virus from that stupid guy? He must have planted it when he invaded my network.
Oh, so the game, that was so...
Damn it all, hell, I don't believe this.
That was so stressful, honestly.
Oh, yeah. It seems you finally made a miscalculation.
Yo, Alter ego, why didn't you have Kyoko there? What the fuck, dude?
No, you miscalculated from the very beginning.
What the heck?
What was that?
In other words,
What I'm saying is, you shouldn't have underestimated us. Why are you talking like you've already won? I barely felt a thing. It was a pinch, an itch. That stupid virus is gone now, got it? And so is Makoto. Maybe I didn't get to smash him flat, but you're never gonna see him again. To waste away in a garbage-strewn pit in a way that's even better than special punishment. But it's still not enough. I'm still not satisfied. I'm still gonna bring despair to the rest of you, bring despair to the entire world.
You know what the weirdest thing about that was? I didn't have to do a closing argument.
Oh, yeah, okay, because we didn't know what the fuck was going on there.
Well, I did.
Yeah, no, but they didn't.
Hey, Kyoko, what's the meaning of all this? What the hell is going on?
calm down.
Stuff. It's okay. We're not the ones being trapped this time.
This
In
time.
other words,
Now, it's the mastermind that's ensnared.
So basically we have to let ourselves
you say?
fail. What are you talking about?
so
You'll understand soon enough, you fucking bitch. Very soon indeed.
Probably within
Bitch.
a couple minutes because
Hi. So,
time for some free time.
no, everyone, if you were confused, we did not just randomly restart the whole game.
What?
This is exactly what happens next. This is what's happening.
Massive high school towers over all the other buildings in this bustling urban area. It's like the school stands at the center of the entire world.
Hi.
Ever
Hi,
get that
everyone.
feeling of deja vu?
Hi, everyone. Ollie here. Remember Hope's Peak Academy? Remember the brilliant beacon of hope in the middle of the city?
brings in the top students from every field imaginable. A government-funded school of privilege. They say if you come here and manage to graduate, you'll be set for life. 100 years of tradition sends the cream of the crop into the workforce every year. It was built to raise hope in the nation's future, which makes Hope's Peak a pretty fitting name. There are two things you need to attend this school. One, you have to already be attending high school. 2, you have to be the very best at what you do. The only student could enroll here. The only way is if you're scouted to get by the school itself. And standing on the gate to the ultimate school, filled with the ultimate students, was me.
Hi.
Okay, what the fuck?
Welcome back from that blast from the past. How y'all doing? Got whiplash yet? Don't worry, you're still gonna have some whiplash for
Okay,
a
so
long
now
ass time from now.
now we're back here. Okay, so is this like the fucking recap? Is this the goddamn anime episode where it's like, here's what happened last time on every episode? Where am I? I woke up with my head resting on top of a hardwood desk. Body felt heavy. It wouldn't be weird for me to zonk off in the middle of some boring class hour, but what was I doing asleep here just now? It wasn't any class I've been in before. What the heck is going on? Do I get to play here? Yeah.
Still got whiplash, everyone? I think your whiplash is over now. Take a breather. Stretch out your neck. Maybe call a chiropractor or an ambulance.
Hey, look, a rocket.
I know that,
Okay, now I'm getting an idea of what happened. I can feel my mind and body start to come back together again, and then I was awake. Oh, was this just another dream? A dream is a hopeless nightmare. No, this isn't a dream. That's definitely the rocket from the intro of the game. I could tell because the stench invading my... Huh?
said, hey, look at you. You're recognizing things.
Invading my nostrils is too powerful for a dream. I remember a lot of stuff when it comes to video games.
I know.
Including small details.
I know.
What an awful smell. I was a vast dark cavern with the barest hint of light seeping in. Trash was piled high all across the area. But hey, there's a door. Must be some kind of underground garbage pit. Hey, what situation I found myself in. But that was just the beginning of my problems. Was I going to be stuck in there till I wasted away and died?
Yeah.
No, I can't let that happen.
Oh, okay, never
Not
mind.
after what my good friends went through and saved me. I remember all too well what had happened.
How did you see that,
Alter
though?
ego. Save me. He has really good eyesight.
In the back of his head.
Yep. He used the last little bit of strength to do it. So I can't give up now. For myself and for my friend. That my pursuit of survival began. First I was starting to look for a way out of here. Okay, so can I... Oops. I legit hit circle. Okay, so this rocket stands out to me. That's a rocket and a tank? I didn't know it's a tank. Think about too much about what I'm seeing down here. There's a couple things I can do. I can't what's going on. Here's
I
a
feel like
desk
the
I was on.
tanks were part of the
This
punishments.
is a desk? Probably the one I fell down here with me.
Someone had a tank in the punishment, I thought. I don't remember.
We'll put it up. Is that an airplane? Okay, this is definitely something else. How did something like that wind up in the school's garbage pit? Yeah, that definitely.
Magic.
Do you think... Imagine maybe you had these like set aside for someone else's execution. Rattle, rattle. It's locked. Rattle, rattle. How many times I pushed or pulled or kicked at it, it didn't budge. And it isn't going to be that easy. If I'm not getting out of here anytime soon, I decided to look around for some food.
Num nums.
There's plenty of food here, but it's all rotten. But that was pointless too. Next, I search for some water.
How'd that go?
I can research liquids I can drink. Which ones are an all-around bad idea? Again, pointless. I feel like I'm blocked down on all sides. Still wasn't enough reason to give up because I'm still alive. As long as I'm alive, I'll never give up. Making that proud declaration, the next thing I decided to do was...
Take a nap.
I was trying to make an Ace Attorney reference, but it's something that Ollie hasn't gotten to yet. Go to sleep. My sleep was deep and uninterrupted. Certain Ace Attorney fans will know it's something from the 4th game, having to do with the main character. That was my only way to preserve what little strength I had left.
Oh, the 4th game is when Athena comes in.
Nope.
What? 5th grade?
Yes.
Oh, damn it.
I had left after not being able to eat or drink. I can't be sure, but I think that at least a full day had to have passed. All I did was sleep and sleep. It was like I was waiting for some kind of sign to come falling out of the sky. However, from the sky wasn't a sign. Not exactly. It was a note. Crunch.
No.
What the? Strange sound pierced my silent isolation, jarring me awake.
Hello, garbage.
As I watched, a pile of garbage jostled and formed an odd shape. Did something fall down over there? Flame fell from above. What could it have been? Let's see. Is it food? Did a giant piece of trash just fall down here? Carefully stretched my hand out toward whatever it was that had tumbled down here with me.
Just a second.
Hi!
Did you?
A giant piece of trash? How rude.
Before she even emerged from the pile of garbage, I knew who it was.
Hi, I have cup
smells
noodle on my head. Please
awful.
ignore that for now. This place smells absolutely atrocious.
Please take that off your head fast so I can take this seriously.
Indeed.
Kyoko,
You look like you're doing better than I expected.
what are you doing here?
Isn't it obvious? I'm here to help you, you dumb fuck.
Glad to hear that, Kyoko. But you got a bit of garbage in here. Oh. She gave her head a quick sharp shake to get rid of the trash and face me
Hey.
again.
Serious again. You saw nothing. First, I have something for you. Go ahead and eat it. We can talk once you're finished. Nom 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 nom.
Thank you.
Nom,
I
nom,
snatched
nom,
the bread
nom.
and water she was holding out for me. Then seconds it was in my mouth and making its way to my stomach. Whew, that really hit the spot. Now I've got the energy I need to keep going.
So you still haven't given up then?
Of course not. After all, the fact that we can keep going forward is about all I'm good at.
Well, that's not such a bad thing to be good at.
Okay, so I assume you have the key to open that door because you have every key. The skeleton key, the Monokuma key. But Kyoko, why'd you come to rescue me?
So,
To pay a debt. Or no. To atone.
I'm sorry I let you die. Atone?
you.
During the trial, even though you knew I was lying, you didn't say anything. No, we did! The game just said... No!
It gave us a slap on the wrist, literally. And the terrifying image of us sharing a baby with Hiro and Hina.
Yeah. Weird times.
Hina and Makoto I don't mind that much. I've joked about them being a couple. But it's the idea of Hiro being involved in that somehow.
See, I like Makoto and Kyoko. Those
Yeah.
are my babes.
Yeah, that's definitely the main ship here.
That's
So
my
you
babes.
knew that I knew?
Indeed.
But even though I knew, I did nothing to help you. I abandoned you like a piece of shit.
Yeah, but here's the thing. We don't talk about the alternate universe. Don't say that. You didn't abandon me.
No, that's exactly what I did. I abandoned you in order to save my own life.
Yeah, but your
But
life...
it's okay, we did it too. Relax. You were trying to save me, and I couldn't bring myself to do the same for you.
However,
But listen, not that I'm trying to make excuses, but there was a reason that I had to survive, no matter the cost.
It's fine when we get to figure out what your ultimate is. Why did you have to survive?
it's true.
I'll tell you. I'll tell you everything. Grab some popcorn. The reason I have to survive
Oh, is this a monologue
In
segment?
other words,
is so that I can do what I came to this school to do. Hey yo,
What?
we're getting to my favorite part of the game. I made up my mind. I come to Host Peak Academy for a very important reason.
You have some reason for coming to
Indeed.
speak?
That's right. At least I did. Once.
Once?
Until recently, I'd forgotten what it was.
But then I fell on my head while coming down here to save you, and now I remember everything. Yeah, but that's...
But then I took a hammer and bashed my head in, and poof, memory came right back. I had no memory of
She
what
took
my
a
purpose
justice
was.
She took a justice hammer, then rewrote it so it says on amnesia hammer.
On amnesia hammer, and then it became true. Amnesia?
That was not her voice.
No, it wasn't, but I didn't care.
Then, is it really true? You lost your memory?
Makoto.
Do you remember, Makoto? Do you remember the first thing that happened to each of us as soon as we arrived at the school?
We were drugged. The first thing. You're talking about when we fainted yet, right? I fainted. When I woke up, I was trapped here.
That's right.
I fainted too, and when I woke up, I noticed a strange feeling of separation within myself, a disconnect.
It would seem.
Thinking back on it now, at that point my memory was gone. At that time, I'd forgotten.
Did
I'm awesome.
Monaco mess with your memory?
But it's okay, I remember now. I couldn't remember why I'd come to the school, and I couldn't remember what my ultimate ability was.
But what would make you forget all
Hey.
that?
I don't know, that memory thing from whatever that show is. Strange, isn't it? It's hard to imagine it happened
Do you
by
mean
chance.
the Men in Black flasher?
Yes. Isn't there also something in Doctor Who that does that?
You're thinking of the sonic screwdriver. No, it doesn't do that. It,
Oh.
it messes with technology.
Okay. It seemed too convenient.
It basically makes it so that you can make various pieces of technology do what you need them to.
Indeed.
You didn't read that.
Oh, because I was playing the sonic screwdriver. Are you saying you think you lost your memory because...
I don't think. I'm positive it was the work of the mastermind. They stole my memory.
But why would they want to do that?
There's only one reason. There's only one reason I can come up with. Because of my purpose and my ability, somehow they would interfere with the mastermind's plans.
Are you the ultimate hope? So the mastermind just stole them from you?
However,
And it could also mean somehow my memories may be connected to the mystery of the school and the mastermind, which is why I have to get them back. That's why I've been investigating things by myself this whole time.
But if what you say is true, why didn't you ask the rest of us for help
Why
to
is
help
that?
you?
How the fuck do you think that would have gone, Makoto? If I did that and we all worked as one, the mastermind would have noticed right away. Plus, there's always the chance that the mastermind is actually one of us.
Case in point, Mukuro. What?
Correct.
Well, don't make
What?
too big a deal of it. It's just a possibility. I just like to imagine every time he's like, huh?
Right.
But since it is a possibility, we can't ignore it, right?
Right. Mastermind. One of us. She believed that, and of course she couldn't trust anyone around her. In which case, it only makes sense that she would look into a missing memory by herself.
However,
That being said, there was a limit to what I could do by myself, which is why I asked you to help me.
But why me?
You're stupid. Because among everyone, you were the least likely to be the mastermind. That was just intuition, but
I see. Your intuition was right, though. There's no way an ordinary kid like me could have been the mastermind.
I understand.
Alright, a dream.
I should understand everything. My goal isn't to get out of here. It's to stay here.
Yeah. Just like something I had before, but it's to stay here and have kids with Hina and Hiro.
Kyoko's just holding a slightly bloodied hammer that says anti-amnesia. Smacks you with it, but it does the wrong thing. She's like, oh shit, okay, guess it's just me.
My goal
My
is to
bad.
stay here. It's to stay here and have kids with Hiro and Hina. Are you okay?
Are you okay? Did I hit you too hard?
Oh, yeah, it's nothing. It is nothing, right?
hey,
Even now, I still trust you, you know. So, tell me something. It's just, I'm not used to relying on others. Did the hammer work? I know I never asked you for help the right way, so I understand if you're not convinced.
Honestly, I was convinced.
That's why she's so pretty.
I think that's just her personality. Okay, so I have to keep talking to her? Said you had a reason for doing all that investigating around. So how did that turn out? You don't remember anything?
so
I think there's still a lot I don't remember, but at the very least, I was finally able to recall my purpose and my ability.
Fine, do we get to know what your ultimate thing is? Because I've been making jokes about this the whole series. What
My
if
ability.
it's nothing related to anything?
What everyone should have known me for.
She's the ultimate tailor at the end of all this.
I'm the ultimate detective.
Fucking called it the second she was on screen.
I know, you were like, oh, so she's the detective, and then it said question mark, question mark, question mark, and you were like, huh, and I went, alright, well, you didn't write that in the book of nailed it on the first fucking glance.
I literally just looked at her and was like,
Examined her with her eyes before she even said a damn word.
yeah, no, it's, she didn't get a chance to speak before you scanned her with your goddamn eyes. That's an inside joke.
Yeah.
But yeah, I literally looked at her and was like, ah, she's the detective. The ultimate detective?
Why is this shocking, Makoto?
correct.
Literally, from the second she started doing anything near
How many
trials
times
and
did I say
bodies,
ultimate
I was like,
How many times did I say ultimate detective throughout this series?
a lot, and I'm
Yeah.
not gonna count it.
Fair.
And the reason I came to Hope's Peak Academy, there was someone I had to find here in the school. All right, quick, place your bets. Who she's finding?
I assume she had to find the person who was at the center of the whole tragedy. I imagine they're related.
So
What do you mean related?
I don't know. Sisters, brothers. I don't know.
I thought you meant related to why she had to find them, and I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, it was the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy.
Is it your father? The headmaster? Why'd you want to find the headmaster? God damn it!
If you looked at my face, you would have known immediately you got it right because you said that, and I went, don't make any motions, don't make any sounds, just keep waiting for 2 seconds, you'll get it. Because he's my father.
Hero goddamn nailed it episode. I'm on top of everything.
in other words,
I was separated from him as a child. As it turns out, he became the headmaster of Hope's Peak.
And that's why you're assuming it's not him. Kyoko's dad. Is Hope's Peak's headmaster? And that explains not even told us how he thought the headmaster was involved.
I'll find a way.
Huh?
No matter what it takes, I will find the headmaster.
no matter what.
No matter the cost.
So,
Kyoko, what's going on? I'm pissed, bitch! My memory hadn't come back at that point. But when I said that... but when he said that, I felt strange. Sorry, there's a freaking microphone arm in my way.
That's fair.
I'm making guesses. It makes
Yeah, so am
perfect
I, but I'm
sense.
making right ones.
Shut up. It makes perfect sense now, of course, since my whole purpose for coming here was to find him.
That makes sense.
However,
But listen, Makoto, I want to make this perfectly clear so there's no misunderstanding. I said the headmaster wasn't the mastermind, but I didn't say that to protect him. I only said what I felt based on what I'd seen when I snuck into the headmaster's room.
to bed after this episode. Sorry about everyone yawning. Then what did you see in there?
So,
The room had been ransacked. The shelves were a mess. The desk drawers dumped on the floor. The only conclusion is that someone who didn't know where anything was had been in there.
You mean the mastermind, right?
it's true.
Thought she was going to say, indeed. That was my assumption, yes, and to confirm my suspicion, I decided to investigate the second floor of the dorms using the key I'd found.
But why there?
Because I also found this in the headmaster's room.
This is some kind of
Indeed.
map?
It's a layout of the entirety of Hope's Peak Academy. I found it in the headmaster's room, along with Muguru's profile and that key. The map showed that the second floor was home to a number of rooms meant for faculty use. Some of the staff must have had to stay overnight from time to time. I just got a very vivid flashback of something that happens later. Whoa, that's weird. And I figured the headmaster would have some kind of private room there.
Alright.
I assumed that if that were true, the room would likely hold more clues, so I went to check.
Correct.
And that's when I finally remembered. I remembered that my purpose was to find the owner of that room.
So you went there to see if the headmaster really did have a private room there.
However,
But once I got there, I noticed that the second floor of the dorms didn't have any cameras or monitors.
So what was it like? That part of school, I mean.
Trash. It's hard to describe. All I can say is,
I...
the moment I saw it, I realized whatever's going on in this school is more horrific than we ever imagined. So it's trash. Like
What
there's
do you
just
mean?
So...
Cup noodles everywhere. I can't explain it. You need to see it for yourself, and I'm sure you'll get your chance soon enough.
Sounds like it must be important. I'm really on this. Do I have to keep talking to her, or do we finally get to check out the door?
However,
Of course, once I got to the second floor, there were no cameras and no monitors, which is why I had no idea what was going on in the rest of the building.
It has to do with Mukuro Ikusabi, doesn't
however,
it?
Ikusabi. Just to be
God damn
perfectly
it, I did it
clear,
again.
I didn't kill her. And I know it wasn't you, either.
I know you're right, but that just means everyone but you and me had alibis, so you did kill her.
anyway,
What I can say for sure is that the mastermind is directly involved. To begin with, the point of the class trial of Mukuro Ikasaba was to get me killed.
Get you killed?
indeed.
I stole that key and disappeared, and in retaliation they wanted to draw me out and eliminate me.
Correct.
That was the point of the class trial.
It was?
The mastermind knew they couldn't interfere directly.
So that's why they used Junko's body. Because there was no Mukuro Ikusawa to use. Mukuro must be the mastermind then. The ultimate despair.
That's right.
And they
At
used...
least she said it. That's right. Exactly.
Now, restricted to a free explore Hope Academy at your discretion.
In other words,
The mastermind is adamant about following the rules, and with that rule in place, they couldn't step in. Since they couldn't kill me themselves, they tried to use the class trial to do so.
Mastermind couldn't step in because of the rules. It makes it sound like Mastermind itself is somehow bound by school regulations because it's Mukuro.
There's one other thing I'd like to point out about the murder of Mukuro Ikasaba.
There's Junko Onishima.
There was a point where Mukuro may not have become the victim. It could have been you, Makoto.
I could have become the victim?
indeed.
You know what I'm talking about, right? Your
Uh,
fucking fever dream that we've flashed back to 400 times.
Yep, let's see it again, guys. Let's look at that knife.
Beep, beep.
I've seen that. I've seen this
Beep.
image so many times. I pretty much have it completely ingrained in my mind. I remember they didn't have the tattoo at that point
Yeah,
during the night.
I can hear them, you know. The footsteps of the god of death.
What?
I can hear the god of death as he moves. It's really creepy. That ability naturally draws me into cases just like this,
That's not ominous at all.
Anyway,
which is exactly what happened with you. I was in the dorms and I had a sudden sense of dread. I looked down the stairwell and I saw a white shadow cross the corridor. I gave chase right away. As I followed it, I saw the shadow go into your room. You really gotta fucking lock your damn doors, dude.
God damn it! I'm so sick of this image.
I ran into your room and I saw what was happening.
It cuts back to this image, then something else, then this image, then something else.
I intervened immediately, of course, obviously.
Can we get an image? I would prefer an image
That
of
wasn't
them
the end of
fighting.
things, of course. I stopped them, but that led to... Whoever the masked assailant was, they ended up dead. D-E-A-D, dead. And their murder was disguised, and the dojo key wound up in my room. It all has to be the work of the mastermind, in an attempt to use the class trial to eliminate me.
So all this would mean that whoever killed Mukuro is also the mastermind,
Indeed.
right?
I don't have conclusive evidence, but that's what I think.
But that's really bad if true. It means the mastermind can kill whoever they want if they feel like it. Wait, did that create another contradiction? The mastermind wanted to use the class trial to try and kill you because they couldn't interfere, right?
You're right, that is a contradiction. And it's not just Mukuro. They needed the class trial to kill me, but seemed ready to kill you in your room. Everything they did is a contradiction.
They want me dead too. So what's it all
In
mean?
other words,
It means that the mastermind is the one who's been cornered.
Huh?
Makoto.
Just a little more. A little more and I should be able to figure out the mastermind's identity. The identity of the other ultimate despair.
The other ultimate despair?
There's no doubt that Mukuro was the ultimate despair and that she's dead. But I don't think the ultimate despair is just one person.
Makes sense. It's not.
Indeed.
If you think about it, the ultimate despair seems to implicate whoever caused that event.
We're talking about.
That's right.
What happened a year ago? The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history.
You know, this is said less than despair, so it annoys me less. It's said like 3
Okay.
times throughout the whole game.
It's my
Tragedy.
favorite thing.
Whoever's responsible for that, they had the ultimate despair.
That despicable group whose only purpose and motivation comes from despair.
And there.
Make no mistake, they're the root of all the evil that has forced us to go through this.
That is the.
No, that is the ultimate despair. And that is our real enemy.
Oh. What the fuck was this title?
I don't know. 100-mile dash, pain of a junk food junkie.
That title made no sense.
I love that. It just doesn't move. It's like,
It doesn't know what to do.
still 6, question mark, hello? Do we, what happened?
We got
The Dream
the
Island
monodil-
rocket.
We got the monodildo?
Monodildo, monodildo,
Okay.
monodildo, doubles as a drill to get into the earth. 5 alive. I didn't even notice. Did you get a trophy whenever we did that wrong ending?
No, we did not.
Oh, fuck.
So
Hell?
we did a lot of stuff this episode. This was the episode where I got killed, but not killed, then cup noodles, then a lot of exposition.
Then, my favorite part of the game. Exposition. Mwah.
I feel like no matter what the game, is exposition ever good? I kind of hate it in Ace Attorney too, when they're talking about DL6.
Oh, I love exposition. I'm like,
Do you
ooh,
really?
yes, tell me. I'm like, the less I can play this game and the more I can just listen to you tell me this fascinating thing that someone's come up with, hit me with it.
Oh, so were you actually interested with the DL6 when that was happening?
Yeah.
It's interesting. I think the whole story of Ace Attorney is really good.
Mm-hmm.
But I get super bored when there's just a lot of text, so I want to be able to do stuff. Like it bugs me in every game. Persona 5, my favorite game of all time, bugs me there too. There, when you're nearing the end, there's a lot of exposition.
Hit it!
And while it's super interesting, and I was interested, it gets super long and drawn out.
Mm-hmm.
But this is definitely interesting. So now I know for certain that was not Mukuro. That was Junko's body.
Okay.
I know for certain that was Junko's body by the multiple stab wounds, the fact they used the map, they blew it up so that would hide the fact that it was her. But it was her boots and the nails were hers. They probably put the tattoo so it would make it seem like it was Mukuro. They really wanted us to think it was, but the mastermind, it never says that, the rules and regulations says that Monokuma, it doesn't say that Monokuma can't hurt us, but I think it's just generally implied.
Yes, it's generally implied that the only reason that he would interfere and, hurt us or interfere in any way is if you directly break a rule.
Okay, so so what I'm assuming is because Junko was already dead, he could mess with the corpse, so that's why he put it there. Because there's no rule and regulation against that. It's not saying he couldn't mess with the corpse and make us think it was someone. There's also no rule and regulation saying he has to be honest during the class trial, despite the fact that he's fair and unbiased, dick.
Yeah.
But
I mean, in most cases, except in this one, he's been pretty much like a gold standard judge.
Yeah, until right now, when he's really trying to cheat us because the mastermind doesn't want us to win, and we're getting dangerously close.
He's like, fuck, shit, fuck, tits, bitch.
But, wow, this was, something.
Mm-hmm.
This was a roller coaster of an episode. I found out I was right on several fronts.
Right. Whoa,
I'll be honest. I kind of, when Kyoko, I don't think I said this, when the tragedy was first came up, I think I mentioned Kyoko being involved, having a sibling involved at some point, or relative.
You did.
I did.
You did.
So I called that.
I bit my shit so hard.
You had to bite my shit the whole time I was just guessing the shit with Kyoko, didn't you? Because
Yeah.
it was basically any second something came on screen, I was like, oh, this.
Yeah.
I've seen too much shit. I know how this stuff plays out.
Yeah. I mean, same.
When you first saw her, did you guess she was the ultimate detective?
Not the second I saw her, because I wasn't really paying attention to her outfit. I was just like, pretty.
Oh, right, I'm gay.
But once she started, like, talking and being, like, aloof, I was like, you a detective or some shit?
Yeah.
And then immediately when she was just like, the first case, the second she appeared during the first case, I was like, oh, you're the ultimate detective. Cool. Awesome.
Yeah, but
you're not searching for a contact lens.
But
fucking Makoto.
Maybe I don't know. Maybe it's just I've been through so many games like this that I'm just kind of in the know about how they play.
Mm-hmm.
This game definitely is interesting. I'm looking forward to getting to chapter 6 because this is like
the last chapter.
Yeah. Which I'm curious where this goes because I know there's more games, so I don't know exactly what that means.
Mm-hmm. From here on out, it's basically it is exposition.
Oh, fuck.
But it's like you get to move around and find the exposition yourself.
Okay, so real quick, I assume that, before we end this, I assume that you cannot explain Mukuro's design. You can't show Mukuro's design to me because she's still in play.
Yeah, I can't. She's still in play.
Okay, we'll say that then. Hell, we might actually meet her, considering I'm fairly certain she's not actually dead. I don't know, that's the other thing. I don't know if she's the mastermind. There's a lot that's still, like, very unclear about this whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
But we definitely have a lot of questions to answer. There's a lot more game to go through.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to play so much more, but I have to go we should really get to bed. It's past midnight.
Yeah, but I mean, you don't have to work till 2:30 tomorrow.
Yeah, but if it's just exposition, I'd rather we hold off a bit. We probably won't get back to this game till Friday when I'm off.
Probably.
But I am really interested by this. I totally get what you mean. The story is definitely more interesting than Ace Attorney.
Oh, yeah.
But I think the one reason I've kind of been liking Ace Attorney more is this game feels more like it's designed to hurt you.
Yes, which is why I like this game more.
Yeah, I don't...
Because I like to feel things. I don't like to just kind of...
I like feeling...
I don't know how to explain it. It's like... It's like the cases in Ace Attorney just don't, like, give me any form of, like, connection or emotion. Because it's just... There's so little that I've gotten with them. Because it's like that game, A, is way faster than this game. And B, the most intense case in the original game is the Turnabout Goodbyes, which is all about Edgeworth. But it's like, honestly, I didn't really have much of a connection to Edgeworth to begin with.
Yeah, I can say the reason I felt like a connection to more of the characters I got to know, because you get to know a lot of them over the shortness of the game. I also give that game a lot more credit. One, because I played it first, and two, because I know it was made for like a much less powerful console. It was made for the goddamn Game Boy, which...
This was made for the Vita?
Yes, it was. And the Vita was...
and the Game Boy.
Yeah, so the Game Boy was not a powerful console. It would have been the Game Boy Advance. And I totally understand why. So I usually give that game some slack. But I also just like feel more attached to those characters. And honestly, that game, like, well, I really enjoy those characters, but it's not like trying to get emotion, but not trying to hurt me.
The PlayStation Portable and the PlayStation Vita is what it was initially released for.
The PSP. I've never had to like take a break from that game because it mentally scarred me.
Yeah. I like things like that though. I like to get into the nitty-gritty, and I like there to be like real severe, like, real life type shit, like consequences.
Yeah, but...
And to see the shit and to have to, like, actually, you know, investigate the shit, as opposed to Ace Attorney where, like, they never show the body.
No, they show the body sometimes.
They showed, in Turnout Samurai, they showed his body, but, like, in a dumb way.
Yeah.
So it didn't feel like a body. It looked like he just had a giant hole.
Yeah. There's gonna be points. I'll tell you now. There's points in later games where you discover the body. You will sometimes you'll be the person to discover the body.
fun, but then I assume immediately you can't investigate it because they have to mark it off. Whereas in here, you're free reign because it's just you guys.
You still get to investigate on some level. But
I also just like this one because it gives you such cool twists and turns with everything that it does.
Yeah,
The only case that's really super straightforward is the first one.
Honestly, most of these have been pretty straightforward because usually I have them solved. But
Usually you have aspects of it solved. You've never had everything figured
except
out.
for the first one, and
The first one you had everything figured out except for the fact that Sayaka betrayed you.
Yes, and it was the same with the third one. I have everything figured out except the thing with Hifumi killing Taka.
Mm-hmm.
Like I have everything figured out except one little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But that's usually how I go into these. I usually go in these with most of it figured out, but I don't know. And then case 2 was just denial.
Case 2 was hardcore denial. Also, case 2 was fucked from the very beginning because Byakuya decided to be a piece of shit.
Yeah. And then case 4, I immediately said, I wonder, was it a suicide? And I was like, nah.
Mm-hmm.
Then it was a suicide.
Mm-hmm.
But
took you a while to actually be convinced that it was a suicide, though.
Did, but it was mostly just because of the way everything was moved around. Because Hina messed me up.
Yeah. Yeah, they'll do that. Yeah, and this one was just a whole lot of fuckery.
Yeah, this whole case is this whole game. This whole case for this last one is just a lot of unsolved questions, and it's meant to be.
Mm-hmm. Chapter 6 is when you really start to get
answers.
All the answers that you ever have wanted.
What do those pictures mean? Because those are still bugging me. The ones with like all the people in them. I was expecting to find another one this time, but we didn't.
Mm-hmm.
Those haven't come back into play, and that's kind of bugging me because I feel like those are super important, but they're not.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can see that.
You know, I'll admit, at least with Ace Attorney, the first game, there's like the case in between Sisters and Goodbyes, which is Samurai,
Mm-hmm.
and it doesn't pretend to be involved with everything else, and then doesn't give you answers. Like, you still get some character development between those two, but the Sisters and Goodbyes are definitely the two highlight cases of that, so much so that when they made the movie that was only released in Japan, those are the only two cases they focused on.
Makes sense. They were the only two that had, plot.
Yeah, overall plot.
Yeah.
Honestly, and
overarching plot, I should say.
And those two alone, I feel like those two alone could make a good game. But I do definitely like talking about Samurai. Everyone knows I love the Steel Samurai just as a whole.
Yeah.
And I definitely like what's it called? The first case, just because it's a good introduction to the series. That's all I have to say. We've been rambling on for a good while. We had 10 minutes in this episode.
That's a cat.
I'm glad we were able to get over that 10-minute runtime.
Yeah, no kidding. Oof.
That's a monetization joke, if you guys are wondering.
All the direct, non-fluff in this game, we really needed to pad more runtime into it.
Yeah, I will say though, this has been one of the best episodes.
Yeah.
Because there was no hero.
That's true. But yeah, it was really just Makoto and Kyoko for the most part.
But I think this is a good place to end this episode off, and we come back to this in a little bit.
Yeah.
You
are now currently, to the episodes that I've watched, and I think the episode that came out today, you are now ahead of the Grumps. But if we don't record this until Friday, I believe they will have overtaken you once again.
Oh, I don't care. Depends on Aaron.
Yeah. It 130% depends on how fast Aaron decides to go through this. And since there's a lot of exposition, I'm pretty sure he's going to pound it and not care.
Yeah. Anyway, Ivan Game Hero, and you can find me on Twitter at @TheRealGameHero.
Okay, cat with the sassy face at me.
She wants it to go to bed.
She's like, can you just go the fuck to sleep?
All right, look away.
It's covering your eyes. I'm Ollie. You can follow me at Alinksa on Twitter or at Alinksa_art on Twitter, which I may be posting more towards because my professor yelled at me for not doing that since that's my whole major. Whoopsies.
We can get some fan art for the channel.
Yeah.
Me as Phoenix. I guess you as Phoenix and me as Maya.
What?
I don't know. That's what's coming out right now.
Oh, yeah. Thought you
This
meant
is
about
recorded
this.
so far in advance.
Yeah,
you guys.
for reference, it is January 27th.
Yeah, this is not gonna come out till like.
This is gonna be like June. Hi, June. Wonder if everything's okay.
To be
Hey,
fair, other channels do
hey,
this.
wait.
The one-
Predictions for when this comes out.
No.
No, I want to predict stuff. Hold
okay. Metroid Prime 4 still won't be announced.
on. Okay.
Uh,
Do you think both of us will have the vaccine by then?
I don't know.
Or
Honestly.
the tickets to the no.
What?
What would cuz tickets to the Backstreet Boys reunion tour is the no. But so what would be the yay?
We can just say vaccine. Like, vaccines are on YouTube all the time. We can say it. I just think we can't say what it's for.
Oh, okay. Well, we're going to get a vaccine for do you think we'll get the vaccine for the Backstreet Boys reunion tour?
So Backstreet's not back? I cannot confirm that. Like, right, they're working
don't
on...
know.
They're releasing a bunch of them now, but...
Yeah, it's in
It's in-
1B where we are.
It's in the air.
Yeah.
But I do imagine, like, over the next couple months, we'll
The
probably
second half
strictly-
of 1B and 1C are where we fall.
Yeah, we'll definitely fall back into stricter guidelines over these next couple months.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have much predictions for this year.
When this comes
After
out,
last year, I'm going into 2021 with no expectations.
when this
come out
comes
next
out,
year.
I could be what?
This could come out next year with how long this takes.
Maybe, but no, it won't.
Okay.
I will have graduated by then.
Yeah.
I'll have a degree
Yeah.
and a minor.
So, are we so can we end this episode finally?
Guys, I'll be a college degree holder.
God, this
What the
episode- you are
fuck?
we're trying to end this episode.
I'm sorry. I just realized how late it was gonna be coming out, and I was like, oh, we could predict stuff, and
All
that
because
makes me
I
laugh.
mentioned Ace Attorney. Regret that now.
What?
All because I mentioned Ace Attorney. I regret that now.
Yeah, you did that. You added an extra however many minutes onto this.
Yeah.
That's on you.
So I'm the game hero.
I'm Ollie.
Alexa. You never say your full username.
Because I don't like to be called Alexa. I like to be called Ollie.
That's true, but it's still you.
This is a dog.
It is a dog. He's not gonna bark. This is a cat. That's the man noise. We'll see you guys next time, which will probably be a couple days from now, from when we're recording this.
Yep.
I will say, but I was gonna say something. I don't feel too bad about recording this so far in advance, just because like it's something the Runaway guys do. They usually record these like months in advance.
Yeah, and also it's like with a game like this, especially when a channel that you
I-
follow very heavily starts covering it, and they're better at it now with their titles and their thumbnails. But Jesus fucking Christ, they were scaring the shit out of me for a while there.
Yeah. I
Like
don't know.
you had seen Genocide Jill before we got to her.
Well, I had seen Genocide Jill a long time ago when Luca played this.
Still
Yeah.
irritated me.
But yeah. See you guys next time.
Hey, you can hear the dog now. He's panting. He's like,
See you guys next time.
bye.